Introduction. Introduction about the machine operation. Start the machine. Machine will automatic do the self-test while start the machine. Enter into the standby interface after finished the self-test. Introduction about the display operation. Shuttle knob is on the bottom right corner, used to select and confirm. This the lock screen button. Click it again can unlock screen. This is the mute button. Here is the power supply indicator light. Alarming indicator light is on the top. Top left corner is the machine state area. Patient information area. Working mode area. Alarming information area. Here show the alarming information details and different color means different alarming level. This is the network connecting indicator. This is the date and time display area. This is the power supply states display area. This is the menu button. The middle area shows patient's information. This is the working mode setting area. This is ventilation mode display area. The lower area is the shortcut menu parameter adjustment area. Do the self-test first. Click System Check. Connect pipes according to system instructions. Connect the air source. The machine will enter into the self-test. You can also skip this test. After the system check, click Ventilation, then set patient parameters. Select the type, mode and the corresponding parameters. The machine start working. Machine supports invasive, non-invasive and oxygen then therapy. Click on the bottom respiratory pattern. In invasive ventilation mode, supports PCV and SIMV-P modes for invasive mode. Corresponding parameter setting. In non-invasive mode, the machine supports SPAP, APERV and more. You can also set relevant parameters. Oxygen therapy. The oxygen concentration and the flow rate of oxygen therapy can be set. Click on the bottom right corner to start. The machine went into ventilation mode. Start working. This is waveform display area. Pressure time waveform. Flow time waveform. Volume time waveform. This is the default waveform. You can also click on the corresponding waveform. The right side is the relevant parameters display area. You can click on the corresponding parameter to toggle the parameters you want to see. Click OK to confirm. In the middle is loops area. Besides the pressure waveform display, the corresponding loop can also be displayed. And you can switch loops type. Monitoring value. All the monitoring values of the machine are shown here. In the entire screen display area, there has a waveform freeze button in the upper right corner of the screen. After click it, the region waveform just displayed will freeze. Then you can rotate the shuttle knob to view parameter details of each time point. Can also click to view. Click waveform freeze again to cancel. Machine waveform returned to normal. The button next to the waveform freezing is a screenshot. You can save a screenshot of the waveform after click this button. And can export the screenshot to the USB flash disk. On the right side of the machine is the alarm setting area. First click on alarm settings. The alarming limit can be set. Can set the alarming limits of the parameters, for example airway pressure, minute ventilation and others. And the alarm already been processed can be reset to delete. Current alarm shows the current alarm content. Recent alarm shows the alarm information in the last period of time. Alarm log can record nearly 1,000 alarm information. Click to view the alarm record information. Other settings, the alarm volume can be adjusted. At the same time, the apnea time can be adjusted. Mode. The ventilation mode is set here. After changing breathing mode, remember to adjust the relevant parameters. You can also click on the mode display area in the top right corner of the screen. Fast switching. History data. You can check the history data through trend table, trend chart, and system log. First click here. You can view the history trend chart of latitude at different times. You can also scroll up and down to view. Click trend chart. Check the change in the history trend chart of latitude at different times. Click here at the same time. The content of the trend graph that you want to view can be displayed and switch. System log. You can filter the system logs displayed, for example, alarm settings and operation logs. All events, including operation logs, can be filtered. Click the corresponding system log. The relevant information at that time can be displayed here. Suction means supply oxygen. Click it to start 120 seconds countdown for oxygen supplying. To keep the patient's oxygenation index. Nebulization. The machine supports synchronous nebulization while working normally. The time can be set from 1 minute to 60 minutes. Function. The first basic function can be inspiration hold, expiration hold, and manual respiration. Nebulization. This means that the machine supports synchronous nebulization. Intrinsic PEEP monitoring. Maximum inspiratory pressure monitoring. NIF expiration hold monitoring and PV-related data monitoring. Pre-use check, including sensors, ventilation display, and other related contents test. Before the doing system test, the system machine needs in standby mode. Then enter the system settings. First, zero the sensor. After clicking zero Collie, including pressure and flow zero. You will be prompted while click disconnect the breathing pipe before zero. Avoid ambient airflow. Then click verify. Calibration. When the sensor has problems, need to calibrate flow rate, PEEP, oxygen concentration, and proportional valves and other related sensors. The calibration order is flow rate, proportional valve, oxygen concentration, PEEP. Calibrate in this order. Setting. This is the monitoring of the oxygen sensor is setting. Oxygen concentration is a very important parameter, recommended to keep open. Breathing setting. Including the switching of inspiration time with ratio of inspiration time and expiration time. The inspiratory time can be displayed, i.e. ratio can also be displayed. Apnea mode. It can select pressure or tidal volume control, switch of trigger mode and display of waveform. It can choose the curve or filling method. Adjust the ratio of VT and IV double. Leakage compensation function switch. Inspiration pause and inspiration flow rate switch. Switch off if we double and height. Increased oxygen concentration and altitude compensation. STRC means simultaneous intubation resistance compensation. You can set based on actual conditions. Display setting. Here you can adjust the brightness of the screen. Divided into day and night. The brightness can be set separately. System setting. The basic settings contain the machine's language settings, date setting and touch screen calibration as well as data export. UNAS setting. Here you can change the parameter unit. Layout setting. The displayed waveform can be switched. You can switch the waveform type. For example, you can switch the volume waveform to flow waveform. Also, you can reset the layout setting to original setting at here. Medium. Here you can preview the screenshot picture. Click on the image to preview it. Click the crosshair to close the preview. You can delete it at the same time. Multiple selection is also possible. You can export these files to USB disk. Click to export. Message. System information. Here you can check the software version, hardware version, and the running time of machine. Maintenance. A maintenance password is required here. This setting is changing the basic data of the machine, need after-sales engineers operating it. Therefore, it is not recommended that hospitals deal with it on their own. Machine introduction completed.